Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
Not too bad. How about yourself? What's new with you?
I'm, still recovering from pneumonia. Not doing much of anything, trying to take it easy, as everybody keeps telling me to do. So, all I've been doing is my karaoke show, and that's about it.
Well, girl, but now here's the question. When are you going to start sewing for your next thing at Black Market that's only a month away?
So I'll probably start this week. So I've already kind of mapped them out. So they're actually not going to be too crazy looks.
See, girl, the thing is,
theme.
if you got started now, you could do it slowly and not wear yourself out.
So that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to do it.
You could have started
But
already.
one of them's not. Yeah, but I was waiting for some of the fabric to get here.
Oh, I see.
Not everything is at Joann's.
No, the rest was at that. What was the name of that store you took me to?
S&S.
Girl, that was fantastic.
Yes.
That man is used to dealing with some drag queens too. Let me tell you.
Oh, sure. Actually, there's a second store too that I'll take you to the next time. They're even more used to dealing with drag queens because it's actually closer east. And they do love that store.
Girl, I got a message from the La Quinta that I am in fact booked at.
Not the La Quinta.
And they were like, "Hey, if you have any packages, we can receive them 24 hours before for a fee of $3. You can only send 3 packages to us, however. Any more will not be accepted. Once you arrive here, you can send as many as you want to." Girl, first of all, I know that some people, when they go on cruises, ship their luggage before they go.
Okay.
So there's that. But that is a little far inland for staying for a cruise, right? Like that you don't really stay.
I mean, there are people that do stay there, like for those, just based on like budgets, right? So,
right, that's true.
I mean, if you think about staying out near the beach, those are never cheap. So
right, but I would think the airport would be about the same price.
Yeah, maybe.
And you'd have to get like a car to take you out there. So by that point, so I'm thinking, is this just where the drag queens stay?
Possibly.
Like, am I just staying? Am I where the drag queens are?
You're always where the drag queens are. You are the drag queens. They are you. You are them. You're every drag queen. They're all in you.
Anything you want, baby, I ain't gonna do it for you. Oh.
Wow.
God, that's the true drag queen right there, though, ain't it?
Anything you want, I ain't gonna do it for you.
I ain't gonna do it for you. You can do it yourself if you want to. I don't know who you are. She's got very nice dresses.
Gowns, honey, gowns,
sweetie, gowns.
Gowns.
Oh God,
that's like the best. One of my favorite all-time Aretha Franklin moments is when they bring her up, like Mariah Carey. She's like, yeah, she got lovely gowns, just beautiful gowns.
Just beautiful gowns. Oh God. So what else is going on? What have I missed in the world of
Eurovision happened?
I know. That was such a boring song.
I like the song.
It was okay.
I didn't think. I mean, like, they haven't had a song like that in a while. They've been going like much more like high tempo lately. So I actually kind of liked it.
It was okay.
I mean,
it was okay.
Well, I mean, you're not gonna like everything.
No, I mean, I don't like a lot of things.
Most things.
No, I like most things. I like a lot of things. I don't like. I do.
You like a lot of things?
I like a lot of things. we can't talk about them here because that's a different podcast.
Understood. Now I get it. We're not even going to dive into that.
No, let's not. This is season 3, episode 6. Wait, we haven't done the other part. Dear listeners, I apologize to you.
I told you. I told you on the last, when we did the other thing, I was like, your brain is somewhere else for today.
It is. Dear listeners, I apologize. I just drove back from Statesville, North Carolina.
I tried to get you to put it off.
Seeing my grandmother and my mother, and whew, Lord, it was fun.
I mean, I didn't think it wasn't fun, but I knew that you're going to be a little bit loopy.
That baker at the bakery that I got the cupcakes yesterday was awful cute. This little man bun and
a bakery in Statesville?
No. Oh, the Columbia Bakery in Statesville closed down finally.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. No. The bakery here, once the Blue Moon Cafe in Cary, North Carolina. I highly suggest if y'all ever here. Yeah, I got some cupcakes from my mom. She likes frosting or icing, I guess. My grandmother does not like icing.
Okay.
So my grandmother made a cake, as she do sometimes, and her oven runs a little bit warmer than usual, so it got a little crustier, and it's a little dry, like a little bit drier. And she was like, "This cake is disgusting. It's so dark." And I'm like, "Oma, this tastes real good. I don't know what you're talking about. Dunk that shit in some coffee."
I mean, your grandmother is kind of she does have like some perfectionistic points.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think anybody in my family is a perfectionist. People who listen to this podcast know that I do not edit to perfection.
I just remember that when she used to cook for us, she always did that thing where it was like, well, hopefully you'll like it. Like, hopefully. It was always like that.
Girl, speaking of editing to perfection, that Wilson, North Carolina drag queen ad where they took off half that woman's wig and the hand that's going up in the air and it's being caught. Girl.
That was a terrible ad.
I know. But more power to them having a gay night, though, right? At a local brewery.
Oh, no, I love that. I just wish, it's like, don't you guys kind of have people in the area that are the ones known for doing those kinds of things, like the ads and all of that?
Not in Wilson.
Oh. But isn't Wilson how far away from Raleigh is Wilson?
About 45 minutes.
That's not that
East.
Far. Never mind.
Through the farmland.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, it's like Raleigh ends and there's nothing for 45 minutes.
Yeah. No, yeah. I as soon as you said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah. It's the midpoint. It's the midpoint between Raleigh and Greenville, North Carolina. So
yeah, no, it's like
that's some old tobacco country. Old tobacco. Like they still vote Democrat.
That's saying a lot.
Oh yeah, because it's a lot of African Americans and liberal people.
Country black folks.
Them country black folk. Ooh, Lord.
I bet they have the best fish fries.
Girl, speaking of fish fries, did you know we have Patreon? Dear listeners, there it is. Found it.
Back on. You're back on.
If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have another podcast that we just recorded?
Yes, I do.
It's called Baking Sugar. It's a Design Women podcast. Say, Maim. Yes. Do you know we have merchandise?
Yes.
Well, you're the only one. If you guys go to mimsmaim.com, you can buy some things. Why haven't you bought anything yet, Maim? Hey, Maim.
I actually just talked to my friend yesterday about doing that. I did. I literally just brought that up to my friend. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you talked about it. You didn't actually buy anything.
Because I can't buy nothing right. I've been too busy spending like birthday stuff on all of my husband's birthday things. So
things you do multiple, not just one gift.
Well, we did I do a gift our friends did this thing that was also cost money that we had to contribute to. Then we're gonna probably do some more stuff on the actual birthday, which is next week. So yeah,
Wait. The friend did something that you had to contribute to. That the wait. What?
So like we all went out to eat.
Uh-huh.
So like it was like a group birthday dinner for like with all of our friends. So
Yeah.
I had to still but it wasn't cheap. So like I had to spend money on that.
You just paid for yourself though, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't cheap.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
and then we did. So yeah, it's like it's just and I already got like one present for him. So yeah.
See, girl, that's why I would, me being cheap, I'd just send him to be with friends and be like, you know what, I'm gonna stay home. I got stuff to do. But you enjoy yourself. You have yourself a free meal. You have yourself a free.
But they're my friends too, though.
I know, but that doesn't mean you can't just send them off and say, hey, you just have a free meal. I will see y'all when you come back here, and I'll have the drinks ready. I'm gonna prepare the house party for you.
I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that.
Hey, Maim, do you know what I like?
You love 5-star reviews.
That's right, Maim. I deeply love 5-star reviews. Dear listeners, if you leave us a 5-star review, it would mean a lot. Do you know why it means a lot, Maim?
Because it's deep.
It'll raise me up. That's best I got. I lost it right there. I lost it, and it shall never be found. It's gone, girl. It is gone, girl. Gone, girl. What are we talking about here? It actually helps our podcast a lot. It makes it easier to find, and it shows how much you love us. You like us. You really like us.
Yes, that's true, Sally.
I'm babbling a lot. This is season 3, episode 6, Dead Man's Gold.
Ooh.
We're on a ship, Maim. We're on a ship.
Not a ship.
And there's little Captain Leslie Nielsen up there.
One of our favorites.
Although I do have a comment about him later on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We meet Gregory, who is English-ish.
Ish.
And he's obviously a muscle. He's obviously a muscle. And David is Leslie. Leslie is David. David is Leslie. Leslie is David.
We're probably just gonna call him Leslie halfway through.
Probably. Well, we'll see. No, I've got written as David throughout this all. So okay. Ross is the muscle's boss. Ross the boss. Nothing? Okay. And
Ross the bossy bottom.
And Ross is a financier. That's French.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I don't know that word.
And David owes Ross $50,000. Girl, going back to Eurovision. How great would it be if the host, instead of like the commentator, right? Because the British commentator was Graham Norton. He had to go from hosting to being commentator and run back and forth.
Yes.
How much better would it have been Richard Iowade?
Now that you said that, I would love to watch a Eurovision with Richard Iowade and Matt Berry from What We Do in the Shadows. I think that would be so entertaining.
My stinky cheese. I love Matt Berry.
Oh, I would love that.
I've got a question. Are you watching? Have you watched? This is an anime. Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings? No.
Yeah. Okay. Now, girl, you can't. That one is hugely popular. That one is a like anime. It's brand new.
Like
It's
ranking like Ranking.
yes.
Ranking of Kings. Okay.
Yes. That one. Find it. Watch it. Like it's a 1980s manga that they are just now bringing to anime, and it was one of the most anticipated animes forever. It's very good.
Oh.
It's cute.
Okay.
Like I think you would like it. What about Spy Family? Did you watch Spy Family?
I enjoyed that one.
Okay, good.
That was really quite good. There's one that I started watching called Toraki, and it's on Hulu. And basically, it's like a combination of Dragon Ball and Food Wars. If that sounds ridiculous.
It does sound ridiculous.
But that's basically what it is. It's like this guy who's like this overpowered gentleman and another guy who's this very little guy sidekick and his personal chef. And they basically go off into like far off lands to take down magical beasts and then cook them. and they do like, and there's like others, right? So there's like others doing the same thing. So the last episode, they were trying to find something called jewel meat, which is basically a piece of meat that's so delicious that it's like, but you have to go inside the monster to get the.
So
jewel
we're
meat.
at sea. I let that go on for way too long, dear listeners. I apologize.
I don't know why you did that to me.
I was looking at my phone.
Did you not see my eyes glaze over? I went into like
and then
mode.
You were like, and then this happened, and 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 this happened.
Not let me do things like that.
And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'll let her go.
That's why I don't know why you ever bring up anime on this podcast because you know
because
what happens.
I want you to actually, watch some of the things that I watch because you haven't watched any of them yet.
I watched the Spy Family thing that you told me to watch.
Have you watched Nichijou yet?
No.
Okay. Have you watched Ranking of Kings yet?
You just
so
told
we're
me
at
about
sea, and it's the USS Cabot Cove.
Literally.
We meet Sasha Colby, who is a very white man. I didn't know she was going to do whiteface, but she decided to. And we meet Bill, who is married to Susan, which is not her name because my name is not Susan.
Underrated single. Underrated
single. My name is not Susan. Oh God, I remember watching what is that? LaWanda Jackson. That was the drag queen. There's the blast. Do you remember that time we went, dear listeners? I will get a full sentence out in just a second. I promise you. Do you remember that time we went to Legends on a Tuesday, and LaWanda? It was one of the few times you came up because you needed a day to drink, and we went to Legends on Tuesday and watched LaWanda Jackson perform, and she did her Whitney number, and like she'd always done that Whitney number with the fake cocaine on the floor, but she like spilled it all the way across stage this time and down on the ground, and she like started from below the stairs, slowly went up the stairs, and then slid all the way across the stage with her nose to the ground.
We've been present for some amazing things.
I mean, I tipped her $25 because that was so good. Like I have.
Sometimes if you go watch things on like a weird night, you will find some delightful events happening.
Yep. A Versage that doesn't have to try. A Pork Chop Parker that's fallen off the stage drunk.
Yes. Oh.
We've seen all, y'all. We've seen it all.
Seen that twice. Wow.
Uh-huh. God, so they found a ship fitting from the 18th century, Maim.
Whoa.
Yes. I don't know why it wasn't corrupted in that high salt air, but you know what? They found it.
They found it.
So we're back at Cabot Carroll, and JB's there with Doc, and we meet Wiley. She's walking with Wiley Coyote. And,
yes.
And luckily, there's no roadrunners that far north. And Wiley is an Old Navy doctor.
Oh, okay.
When he's not doctoring, he's drinking on a boat.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
that's his hobby.
So Wiley walks away, and so JB and the Doc are just walking along on their morning, evening, afternoon, post-coitus constitutional. And Amos is giving a ticket to Doc.
What?
David comes up behind, Leslie Nielsen comes up behind JB. It's like, Jessica McGill? Yes. And just kisses her.
Boom.
Boom. And that is
passionate, too.
That is the most romance that we have this entire episode.
This is the most romance we've had the whole show so far.
Yeah, I don't think they really click romantically in this episode. That's just me. I think her chemistry with Doc is far more, but that's me.
Her and Doc have history, though. She hasn't seen Leslie Nielsen in years. You're not even giving them time to rekindle that thing.
That scrotum is more wrinkled than what it was before. I'll tell you that.
I wonder if Leslie Nielsen's pubic hair is as white as his head.
I mean, I'm sure, or he keeps it clean shaven.
I believe that. For him, I believe that.
It's bald. It's bald.
That's right, because when he was shirtless and Naked Gun, he didn't have any body hair.
He probably takes his clothes off. I have the scrotum of a 14-year-old. He's had it lifted.
Maybe he didn't have any. Of course, he might have not had any body hair since he had to get inside that giant condom.
Like Phil Stiller did up here, he did down there.
Phil Stiller. I'm still relishing that picture I found of her.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Dolly.
Yeah. It was probably
what
bad.
A time. I hope so.
I
hope so.
Can Phil Stiller sing?
Can half of them, the Hello Dolly, sing?
Can Carol Channing actually sing?
Do you know how many of those women how many women between the 50s to the 70s, old Hollywood and old Hollywood TV women were Hello Dolly? It was a lot. A lot.
A lot.
Wow. A lot.
So we're a little bit later at JB's. And he tells us some tall tales. Davis tells us some tall tales about how he survived over the past few years. And he had 4 wives. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wives.
Were they all white like your fingers? Probably.
Or Asian. Because, he was in Sri Lanka and Hong Kong and all these other places.
He probably still just found white women.
He was probably just in Branson. Branson, Missouri.
He just went from one country music theater to the next country music theater and just kept marrying women and whoever the headliner was that night, that's who he married, and then he moved to the next one.
My God. Or Reno. He was just in Reno. Oh. So David admits that he is looking for sunken ship from 1777.
Wow. That's near the time where our country got founded.
Yes. Very smart. Kind of. The Declaration of Independence was 1776, right?
Yes.
And the Articles of Confederation were 1787.
58.
What? Okay.
What?
Because the Articles of Confederation came before the Constitution, right? For the United States of America.
I thought it was 1758.
No, I don't know. Articles of Confederation? Hold on here. Articles of Confederation were 1777. So that's the Articles of Confederation. But that we weren't actually the United States of America then. The Constitution
I feel like there was some history thing that happened in 1758, but I can't remember what it is.
1789. So we were not the United States of America until 1789. Um, technically, technically,
Technically,
technically,
technically.
But let me just also tell you, Aja, good job, girl.
Yes, ma'am.
I am so.
Yes, ma'am.
Her glow up.
The one thing I didn't like RuPaul's very slight dig when she said, "Good to see you back where you belong." Like, I didn't like that slight dig because I was like, are you kind of like digging at her being a legendary? Like, I felt like there was a slight little, the way RuPaul said it, I was like,
she says that to everybody. Like, she said that to Laganja.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, it's
she
also
said it
a
in
dig.
a kind of a funny way.
It's also a dig.
Yeah. Because I looked at my husband, I was like, RuPaul, come on now.
So JB offers them to come over for dinner, right?
Yes.
I bet you that Aja did not say yes to All Stars because I think she's just done top surgery.
Oh, that's possible. Well, I mean, she has dove back in the ballroom. Like, that's like, I mean, you saw that on just her performance. Like, she has dove back into it. So,
good on her.
She may have chosen legendary over All Stars.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
They didn't do that well on legendary though.
So, JB offers for them to come over to dinner because she's got to write. She has to write. Speaking of writing, girl, let me show you the adorable little Logitech keyboard I bought.
That's super cute.
It's small. I can carry it with me.
Oh.
And girl, you know what the best part is? I bought the mouse
mini
to
driver.
match.
Oh my god.
Don't judge me.
Okay.
You know what?
Mini driver. You're a mini driver. Mini typer. Little mini typer. Little mini typer.
So we're back on the ship.
The ship.
Alex comes up. That's the girl. Larry is one of the dudes. And Colby is, we know Colby, Sasha Colby. David is missing.
What? Where is he at?
Well, hold on, because we pan over and Gregory and Ross are watching them with binoculars. With binoculars.
Hoping that they'll get that treasure.
David is dragged up, and they need to get him some oxygen right now, girl. Right now. He needs his oxygen. He needs his oxygen. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
How are you somehow gayer than the robot right now? Like, gayer.
You know what the most important thing I learned in high school was?
The most important?
The most important thing I learned in high school.
Okay, what was it?
How to pageant wave. Wrist up, wrist up. You don't remember that from AP English?
Oh, I do. I definitely do.
Okay.
But also,
wrist up.
I mean, they didn't need to teach us. Our wrists were already limp. That's how we waved anyway.
I can't do it. Can't do it with my left hand, but my right hand. It all flows from the wrist.
I've heard that before.
For $25, it can flow from anywhere.
What? $25? Oh, yes. I'll risk a little bit of carpal
So I was talking to one of my very young coworkers. He's a gym bro, and he was talking to us about being single, and one coworker said, "You know what? You'll find a wife one day." I was like, "Or not? It's okay either way." And he's like, "Yeah, but if I do get a wife, they're gonna have to sign a prenup." And I was like, and I looked at him and was like, "What? $50? $50?" He said, "You're damn right, $50."
Lord have mercy.
Anyway, we're back at JB's.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, what were we going to say? What were we going to say? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you this time.
Oh, no, you're good. I forgot what I was going to say, too.
Good. Alex. I get punchier in this one, don't I?
You do.
Alex thinks it was
in every
sabotage.
possible way. Not sabotage.
Sabotage. Susan went back to the hotel. There's a phone call. Hold on. Where's it at? Hold on. Here, I gotta get it.
Jeez, no, please, God, no.
Gotta get it. It's right here. I can reach it. I can.
Hello.
Hello. There's. You see, Maim.
Hello.
You see.
Hello.
You see, Maim. You see.
Someone pick up the damn phone.
There's a phone call. Thank you for joining my bit.
Are you talking to me or the recording equipment?
Why was it that loud? I can do it farther back then. Is that better, Maim? Is that better? Okay.
Sorry, my spirit left for a second.
Oh God. It's from Mr. Barber, who is Gregory, I believe. No, I'm sorry. That's Ross, and that's for David. So he steps out of the room to take it. We're back in there, and Larry offers to get JB a brand new computer with word processing and what sounds like AI. So, could you imagine the number of floppy disks for that AI? Please insert disk number 4, side B.
Wow, you just triggered me so bad.
Girl, do you remember Print Shop and having to change the disc over for Print Shop to print something out?
Yeah.
Because the font was on a different disc.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's that moment where we're old in a very different way than our parents were old. It's so strange. Gosh, I remember. Do you remember when you would have the floppy disk and you'd always have that one that somehow got damaged because it would get stuck somewhere, and then when you try to pull it out, it was all folded up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Luckily, I never had a computer that had that kind of floppy disk. My computers always had the hard floppy disks.
Oh no, we had the original. Actually, the first computer we had
had cartridges,
had the floppy disk, and we had the tape drives as well.
Those tape drives sucked.
They were terrible.
Because I had the Commodore 64, which had the cartridges, right? Mm-hmm. And you couldn't save anything unless you had a disc with that. We never bought the disc for that. So, yeah.
Rest in peace, Commodore. Rest in peace. And Tandy too. Tandy, I forgot about Tandy.
Girl, I was driving along the other day to Asheboro, North Carolina, to the zoo.
Are you going to Asheboro? Oh, you went to the zoo?
Oh yeah, girl. They're putting in an Asian section. So we're gonna have North America, South America, and Asia. No, sorry, North America, Africa, and Asia. They're going to have tigers.
Oh, no, really?
Oh, yes, yep. Anyway, we're driving along, and let me tell you what is still there. What is still there on the way. A Radio Shack. So Alex is getting very drunk.
Oh, okay. I love this part. You know that, right?
We pan to the other room, and we find out that David has a meeting with Ross. JB walks in while he's talking to him, just after he gets done talking to him, and offers David to stay at her place. So we go back to the main room, and Alex, in that lovely pink romper, is drunk. She is turned with a capital T.
Now, I'm going to say something, and you're going to be surprised by this. Possibly. I was disappointed because Alex is not a good enough actress to pull off a drunk rage. And it kind of was like, it kind of upset me because I was like, man, the right actress could have really turned this into a thing. But
Oh,
she was just like,
I kind of agree with you. I I think that if you switch Susan and Alex, I think it would have been better.
oh my God, Susan, I have a feeling could have been after, it could have been everything.
Yeah.
Vitriolic and angry and like spitting fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we find out that there's a partnership agreement with all of them except for Larry. Larry's not involved in the partnership agreement.
Oh, okay.
Alex and Sasha Colby have a fight. Like she goes off and she's like, blah, blah, blah. And so he pushes her, he grabs her arms and like whisks her away.
Mm-hmm.
On the drive home, we're in the car on the drive home in this white Mustang. And she is yelling and screaming and she starts begging to be let out. She grabs the wheel and the stunt driver goes back and forth and like nearly kills him.
Not a stunt driver.
And so they stop. He's like, I'm going to give you money for a taxi. Here's $5 for a taxi, 20 cents for a phone. 20 cents.
I know.
And he leaves her in the middle of nowhere, and Sasha Colby just drives on off.
I mean, it can't be that middle of nowhere. They're still in Cabot Cove. You know, it's like,
I know, like, I don't understand how this, what is the city, girl? What is the city? Like,
it's like Dark City. It just has this continuously changing and evolving city over time.
God, I mean, JB, I felt like lives in town, right?
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, so Sasha Colby gets up after getting out of the car, starts walking, staggering along. And do you know what happens to a girl?
What?
She breaks a toe heel.
I know.
Another toe heel.
These heels get these ladies in so much trouble on these mystery shows.
So it's a little bit later on, and we're in JB's room, and she's reading. Mm-hmm. I don't know how late JB stays up to. I don't know if she sleeps. Is she a vampire?
Well, I mean, she did, like, she was old for a very, very long time. So probably.
I mean, we also know she's a witch because of Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, she's a witch and a vampire.
A witchy vampire.
A witchy vampire.
I didn't think vampires could use magic. I thought that was a thing.
Oh, they can use magic? I mean, like, what do you call turning into a bat? That's magic?
No. I thought the lore was that they could not use, like, the arcane magic spell stuff.
Oh.
Like, because they didn't have life, they couldn't use it.
Yeah, like no life force.
Yeah, I thought that was one of those bullshit arcane things.
So that means that we're going to need now write a new YA novel about a vampire who also has life force and can use magic and goes to an academy.
God, girl, they did that. That was the Twilight series.
What? Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And the diamond skin.
God. This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
What was it? She's like, "Are you, say it, a vampire?"
So, girl, there's no. I don't know how much of these movies you've seen.
I've only seen the first movie. Girl,
the last one after she's turned into a vampire. I don't know if you know that's where this is going, but that's where it's going.
So Bella turns into a vampire.
Yeah, she's dying and she gets turned into a vampire to save her life.
Oh, wait, why is she dying?
I don't care. Anyway, she has a little vampire baby.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, everybody. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler for something that's been out for 15 years now. So she has a baby named Resme.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, you heard me.
Does
Anyway,
she work at a temp agency?
yes.
Interesting.
So she has this baby named Resme, and like the Jacob, the hot one, um like instantly falls in love with the baby and like
What?
marks her. Yeah, girl. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Marks her as his, like, pees on her a little, not literally, but like marks her as his from the moment he sets eyes on her. And there's this one scene where Kristen Stewart can't even take it. And she's like, basically, ooh, that's very gross that you've done this to my child. It's like, I can't help it. It's who I am.
But yet we're trying to get rid of drag queens.
What? The shit is trash. Written by Mormon.
Nothing says Mormonism more than like you projecting a lifetime of servitude to a man from birth.
Have you read any of the books?
No.
So they always describe Bella as being very plain. Like they go into long descriptions about how beautiful everybody else is. Plain Bella, simple Bella, boring Bella.
It's like a 10 in the Mormon community.
You know what Mims and Maim should do?
Join the Mormon community.
A live reading
of
Twilight.
I feel a Patreon episode going.
No, like we go back and forth reading. We're reading a paragraph, and like just podcast that.
Let's do it. I did read one of her books. So back in the day when I was in a different relationship, that person was obsessed with the Twilight series, like hardcore obsessed. And you know me, I was poo-pooing it from like day one, and I got called out. And basically he was like, how are you going to criticize something and how are you going to blah if you've never even read them? Right. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'll read one of her books. So I read the sci-fi one that she attempted, The Host, which was basically just Twilight rewritten as like the whole time. Like when I got maybe a third of the way through, because I'm a person that keeps my word, I got a third of the way through and I said, is all that she does are love triangles? That's her whole thing, is love triangles with plain women? And the answer is yes. That's her thing. Because that's what The Host is about as well.
So it's the next morning.
Yes.
And Wiley calls the doc. He knows David. David was part of a scheme in Florida, a real estate scheme. A swindle? No, just a scheme. Just a scheme.
Is David's last name DeSantis?
I mean,
sorry.
Meatball Ron. It's the one good thing Trump came up with, right?
Meatball Ron. It's so true.
So I don't know if you've been following Pearl's Instagram at all, or if you ever follow Pearl's Instagram.
Yes, I do.
Okay, where she's like photoshopping all of the anti-drag Republicans into drag queens. It's great.
Yes.
So we're back at JB's, and David is cooked, and he gets a little fresh with JB as Amos shows up. He seems very embarrassed and uncomfortable.
Oh. Well, I mean, I would be too.
Alex is dead.
I'm sure Amos also. What? But she was just a drunk mess the night before.
Yeah, she was on the road and dead before midnight. It was hit and run.
Oh no.
So we're at the like site of the murder. And Amos is like, the car ran right over. And JB's like, but there are no skid marks. And she's like, this is broken glass. I know. We've been trying to stop them from glittering with their glass, but we just can't get them to stop.
Hearing this accent a lot.
This accent right here. I just feel like I'm from Cabot Cove.
It feels like you're Terrence and Phillip from South Park.
I'm trying to
Canadian guys.
Do you know what I'm actually stealing? The mother from The Critic.
Oh.
She's a little more Catherine Hepburn now. There, that's his house.
Yes. Yeah, you were forgetting the vibrations.
There you go. Oh, God, which we do need to do the first episode that soon.
Yes.
Yeah. So she found broken glass. It's a headlamp.
Walking on broken glass.
So we're at Hill House, the hotel that they were staying at.
Okay.
Sasha Colby blames himself.
Every time. I don't know why.
And he came back to the hotel, was like, I don't care what happens. I don't care who calls me, but I am on Do Not Disturb.
Don't bother me.
Don't bother me. I know that if there's a fire in this room, the sprinkler's not going to go off and there's no alarm, so don't bother me for that either, bitch.
He's sassy.
So Amos is going around, and the front of Sasha Colby's car is all beaten in. And it's got a missing glass piece that matches the glass that Amos has.
What?
I know, right?
Sasha Colby, did you kill somebody?
Amos takes him in.
I mean, he is cute. I'm sure.
I mean, kind of.
He's 80s cute. He is.
I wouldn't push him out of bed for leaving crumbs.
I mean, you wouldn't push. Never mind.
I'd be the crumb.
That ain't a crumb, girl. That's too many.
Leave it be. 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 Leave it be.
That's a brioche bun, girl.
Not brioche. I am butter.
I know.
Oh, God. So we're on the boat. On a motherfucking boat. We find out that Larry, JB, and David are talking. And Larry is a rich kid. And that's why he refers to him as uncle sometimes.
Yes.
And David starts questioning JB about potential suspects. She leaves, and David's like, be careful. The dock is slippery.
Is that a euphemism, David?
Well, we are at the dock now. At docks. And being hit by a car is not what killed her. It was a blow to the left temple.
What? Are you serious?
And
that seems so...
Wait. There was no glass in the wound.
Oh!
Yeah.
Somebody killed her separately from hitting her?
Yes.
Wow.
It was a murder. I haven't,
well,
but we don't know who the murderer is because I haven't had to use the voice yet.
I know. Hint, hint.
So we're back at the boat. And Larry's like, this has gotten to be too much. I funded this. I'm leaving. You breached contract because the safety factor. Goodbye. And walks away. Gregory shows up and's like, oi, mate. Ross ain't gonna like this. And David's like, Ross could give me $10,000 and he'd get my money. No, mate. I ain't gonna get nothing from him anymore. Scroll down.
He said that?
What? Me? Oh.
I don't remember that line.
Scroll down.
Line, please.
Oh, God. Where are we at here? We're back at JB's.
Yeah.
We're back at JB's, and David shows up. And she's like, David, why didn't you just tell me Larry owned the company? He's just rich. He owns a software company. He's just real fucking rich. Like, he's one of the biggest entrepreneurs of the 19 minimum.
Yeah, he is the prototype for Bill Gates.
Yeah, not Steve Jobs, because he's not wearing a black turtleneck.
Yet.
You know, I don't know if you know this. Steve Jobs, if he had just probably taken the chemotherapy, he would still be alive today.
Well, my mother always said a hard head makes a soft behind, honey, so,
I suppose that's fair. I suppose that's very fair. I suppose that is very, very, very fair.
I don't think she meant it in this kind of scenario, but it still applies. Still applies. Wise black women's words always apply.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, husband.
Oh, no.
Hold on just 1 second.
All right.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay.
Let me mute this real quick. Hold on just 1 second. Can I... How do I mute you? I don't know if I can. Okay. I'll just... Let's see. If I lose you, I'll be right back, okay?
All right.
Okay, there we go. I'm back now. Cool.
Okay.
So, David downstairs talk shit. Where are we at here? Oh yes, and David admits to JB that he needs $10,000.
Yes. And JB's gonna do it.
She is. It's the next morning, and doing it. Wow.
Ooh.
It's the next morning, and David is downstairs, and Doc shows up. JB comes... Scandalo. And JB shows up, and he's like... Doc says, brisk morning air stimulates the brain cells.
Oh, Doc.
Doc is here to tell everybody that Bill is out of danger, and JB goes to see him and Susan.
Nice.
She gets there, and Bill immediately sends Susan out to get him some drink. He goes like, I'm very thirsty. Could you get me something to drink? Sure.
Parched. What?
And then Bill said,
What was that?
It was no accident. Larry really liked Susan. And he thinks it was him trying to kill him.
Oh, man.
So... We're back at the police in the jail cell, and Colby says he gave her $5. Gave Alex $5.20. So they go check, and she spent the 20 cents, but the $5 was still there.
Ooh.
So who did she call? Was it Ghostbusters?
Well, there wasn't anybody dead yet, so
I ain't afraid no ghost.
They turned me on, actually.
We're at JB's.
I like those because it's like,
Girl,
did you ever
watch the whatever it was? It was one of those ghost shows where the woman was having sex with a ghost.
No.
And then there's that episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where Beverly Crusher is basically being fucked by a ghost.
Yes.
Sub Rosa. It's one of the best episodes of Star Trek. It's bad, but it's one of the best episodes of Star Trek ever.
That's kind of how I describe Star Trek a lot of times. It's bad, but it's still actually one of the best shows ever.
So JB's back at home, and she's calling out for David, and she looks at his coat, and she finds a gun.
Jessica, you shouldn't have been looking where you shouldn't belong.
So David's like, it's for protection. I'll take it outside and put it in my car.
Because, that's a great place to put a gun.
So it's later on, and JB's walking with Doc. And Doc is like, I need to sit down. I don't like walking for no purpose. And she's like, well, I was hoping it would stimulate your brain cells. And Doc was like, well, what if Alex called the boat? She could do that. And she's like, but that probably costs more than 20 cents. And Doc says, what about David? You know, he lied to you about Larry. Why do you keep trusting him? And JB's like, I've known him for 35 years. And Doc makes some very good sense. No, you knew him 35 years ago.
Boom. Boom. Get your ovaries out of this equation.
He calls it her funny bone.
I know he does. Thinking with your funny bone. Doc.
We're at JB's now. And David found a history of Cabot Cove at the library. And he wasn't supposed to take that out. So JB's very flustered and asks him directly where he went that night. He's like, I went to see some people, a loan shark and his muscle man, which are Ross and Gregory.
Completely true.
And I talked to them, settled some things, and left. I had the gun for protection. And he's like, I'm going to leave now because I always leave, and that's who I am. He left a note on a bookmark in the book with the key to her house. JB looks at the key, and she gets it. So we're at the sheriff's office, and the number that Alex called is on the hotel key. It's the hotel.
Whoa.
So we're back at the hospital. JB's like, I know who it was. There was one person who was on deck the entire time alone. It was you, Susan.
What?
Fine. It was me. This isn't the murder I wanted to commit, but it's the murder that was committed. I did the Bill thing to scare people, and then, it just sort of happened that she was there, and I saw her, and she always made fun of me for just, not knowing anything and being an idiot, and I just couldn't handle it. So I hit her upside the head, then left her there, and I went back to the hotel. Saw Sasha Colby's car, and I took my bat, wrapped it in my coat, and hit the headlight out. And I carefully, without any gloves and very dangerously, picked up every tiny piece of glass and took it back to the murder site, threw it down on the ground, and pulled her body out of the way. But Bill, I did it all for you.
I did think one thing that was funny about this was that her confession did not really require much prompting. It really did. She just drove right on in.
Yep. Wow. So we're back on the boat. Gregory and Ross are leaving. JB goes up to David and's like, "Oh, you're still here?" He's like, "Yes, I have a tape of them extorting me." So they decide not to do anything. And that JB's like, that treasure was out at sea. He's like, oh, was it? Here's your $10,000 back. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you enjoy this episode?
Yeah, it's cute. It's a cute one. It was nice to see Jessica being treated like the sex object that she always wanted to be.
Yeah, I will say I don't believe their chemistry.
Oh no, me neither.
Like I don't.
But I mean, technically, I'll say this too, though. Honestly, I don't technically believe Leslie Nielsen's sexual chemistry with any actress I've ever seen on screen with,
except for Priscilla Presley.
Even that one took a long time because it wasn't that good on the first episode, the first movie.
I know.
Like when he married Dorothy, it's always like this very weird vibe. Yeah.
Well,
man, that's right. So he had Dorothy and he had Jessica. Wow.
Oh, see, I didn't think they slept together.
I mean, Jessica seems like she's kind of, like a more liberal girl.
Well, I think when she's in Cabot Cove, I think her and Doc have an open relationship that when she's not in the state, she can be with whoever she wants to be. While she's there, she's with Doc.
That's okay. I had my slash
And
fiction
Amos
had
is their
not gotten
cuck.
that far.
Anyway.
Wow. I feel so uncomfortable now with this entire track of this conversation.
Dear listeners, don't Google what that is. Hey, Maim, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Yeah. Hi, dear listeners. Sorry we've taken you on a journey today. If you'd like to follow me on the social media, you can follow me at Auntie Maims with an S. If you'd like to find me in real life, I perform with the Villain Theater, which is an improvised and stand-up comedy theater located in Midtown Miami. More about them at villaintheater.com. I also host the amazing Colossal Karaoke Show every Thursday night in South Beach at a little bar called Kill Your Idol. And if you want to watch me do some more online stuff, I am a member of the Happening Out team, which is a weekly issues and events commentary show for all things queer. So that's where you can find me. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all, I'm the Divine Miss Mim. You can find me online at Divine Miss Mims. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
Yes.
Dear listeners, if you want to support us, go to mimsmaim.com. And no, that's not right. Go to patreon.com. Mims and Maim, throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have another podcast?
Yes.
It's called Baking Sugar. It's a Design Win podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have merchandise?
Yeah.
That's right, because you thought about buying some, but didn't actually before. Dear listeners, if you go to mimsmaim.com, you can be better than her and actually buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews and being a dick.
That's right, dear listeners. I do love 5-star reviews and being a dick. 5-star reviews really help this podcast. Being a dick is why you listen to it. Hey, Maim.
No lies detected.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add?
Yes. No, we're over time, so I can hear you rushing. I'm good. Have a good night. Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye, Maim.
Why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.